Then I bravely picked up a handful of stones and threw it at the werewolf. Oh, really? Did you hit him? Of course, several stones were hit. The werewolf was foaming at the mouth by me, and a hole was also punched out in the ear. He was foaming at the mouth by you? A hole was punched out in the ear. Absolutely true. I definitely didn't lie to you. Well, Gaston is a guy who likes to brag. But he doesn't usually make things up. He just exaggerates. In other words, there should be some truth in it. The real part is, the werewolf was foaming at the mouth. A hole was punched out in the werewolf's ear. What the werewolf looked like at the time. A werewolf can't be hurt by a few stones. So the real part can only be the appearance of the werewolf he saw at the time. Speaking of the werewolf's appearance, I remember it appeared in the memory of the village chief. It should be episode 22. The scene at that time was like this. This is a werewolf. He ate me. Combined with the village chief's memory, then Gaston's foaming at the mouth was actually cotton from the werewolf's mouth. The teeth of the werewolf's mouth. Saliva from the werewolf's mouth. The head of the village saw me being eaten, but obviously it wasn't me. So the truth is, what the werewolf had in his mouth was just a doll that looked like me. And the foam at the mouth that Gaston had spoken of was actually the cotton that the doll had bitten. Look at another clue. Gaston's claim that the werewolf had a hole in his ear was actually a stone that had hit the werewolf's ear. That the werewolf's ear had been knocked out of place. The werewolf already had a hole in his ear. It should be that the werewolf already had a hole in his ear when Gaston saw the werewolf. He threw a rock to protect himself in panic and saw the hole in the werewolf's ear, but mistakenly thought he had made it with a stone. Combine these two pieces of information, the picture that the village chief saw at that time should be like this. So this werewolf with the hole in his ear is actually Uncle Mark, Grandma, or someone else? Whether it is the usual grandma or the werewolf grandma seen in Tongmeng Mountain, there are holes in the ears. So, the werewolf that came into the village last night turned out to be grandma?